Yo, we're back with another one. Today, we're talking about Gravity Falls, the season 1 review. And I gotta say, this is a good one, bro. This is a good one. So the backstory for me, real quick, before we get started, is I watched I watched some of it when I was a kid, but I can't remember that much about it after like season 2. But there will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched season 1 yet, get out of here now. Or if you haven't watched it at all yet, get out of here now. But there will be season 1 spoilers, and I'll be talking about some of the episodes and some of the things I can remember and some theories that I got for the season 2. So let's get to it. Alright, so Gravity Falls is about two kids named Maple and Dipper. They were forced to go live with their uncle for the summer, called Stan Pines, in Gravity Falls, basically the middle of nowhere. And the Gravity Falls is made by Alex Hirist. I don't know how to say this. My bad if I'm butchering it. Hirist, but the C's probably silent. But off what I can remember, I do remember quite a few of these episodes. But I've been wanting to watch this for a little minute, but I've been delaying it for a minute. Alright, so I just finished the last 2 episodes. So overall, I think this first season was fun and energetic. I think the last 3 episodes had me hooked for real. I was hooked all the way through, like just watching it, because Dipper is the type of dude where his insecurity showed a lot in this, and that's understandable for a 12-year-old boy. Don't get me wrong, Maple had insecurities just like the rest of just like Dipper, but they both had their own set of problems they had to deal with. Even Stan had some problems to deal with. I think that the twins are such a dynamic duo, and I love them because they both bring out a different element in each other. And I love how Mabel always try to bring up Dipper anytime he's down. When he was whether he was down because he couldn't fix the reality where he wanted to be with Wendy, but he ended up saving the pig, so Mabel can be with her pig. I find that so cool because there's a lot of moments where Dipper could be he could be a real a-hole where he actually doesn't, and I fucking love it. He cares for his sister. He traveled all the way in the future to see how she was, and she was still headbutting the totem pole. That was one of my favorite episodes from the season. I say for how they handled Dipper with Wendy, don't get me wrong, I cringe a lot with it, but it's not as bad as how I did with the Mordecai stuff. Some of the Mordecai stuff is fine, but I feel like it's more understandable coming from a 12-year-old boy. But I can't be too harsh. I mean, you can't be harsh on Mordecai, but I feel like with Dipper, he's so young. Like, he's very mature for his age, and I really love it for him. But there's just a lot of immature things he do. Dipper wanted to be a man, and Dipper wanted to be, like, he just wanted to be respected. Dipper wanted to be taller. The Double Dipper episode, I just feel like there was a lot of Dipper focused episodes. Not saying there wasn't. Mabel had a lot of focused episodes. The one where she wanted to be taken seriously by old girl, I forgot her name, but I'm putting it on the screen, with the blonde hair. She was being a hater because she's probably more secure than Mabel is. Mabel finding her 2 best friends was really good. Her being boy crazy. He was eating. The dude was eating out of the trash. That's so fucking crazy. So I feel like there's like some episodes I can slightly remember. To my episodes. I think I don't know which ones I can, like. I remember like some bits of pieces of episodes, but not like that. I was into Gravity Falls, but I wasn't hugely into it like how I was with other shows. And I feel like that's what messed me up, but I'm so glad I'm watching it. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I really wanted to talk about. Was about the last couple episodes. So, excuse me. When Waddles got snatched up and Dipper had his problems with Seuss, and when Mabel had her problems with Grunkle Stan. Grunkle Stan is such a narcissistic bastard. I love him for it. And oh, don't get me wrong. I know he was playing stupid this whole time because he hid the glasses when they found that other room in the carpet. He was hiding a whole bunch of shit. I know about the plot twist in season 2, only because it was like one of the biggest things I remember seeing as a kid. But I think I think these last 3 episodes were when Uncle Stan saves Waddles and comes in clutch, so they repair their relationship because he loved it. He loved his niece and he couldn't do that to her like that. And I feel like the part where the bros with Zeus and Dipper, where Dipper sometimes just be. I understand Dipper too, cause Zeus did make a lot of mistakes, but I feel like he was being a little harsh, and it ended up being fine in the long run because one thing I do notice about them is they will notice their flaws. I feel like it's hard as a human to actually do that, but for them, I know it's fiction, but for some 12-year-old characters, they know how to focus, pay attention to their flaws. I think Dipper's main flaw that he needs to really work on is his confidence. Dipper relied on the book too much, so I'm kind of glad they took it away from him. I don't care if he gets it back, but I feel like he should be able to solve some things in season 2 without it. And I think I can't really say what's one of Mabel's biggest flaws. I like her being goofy because it brings a different element compared to Dipper. When I say on that standpoint, and Dipper with the Wendy stuff, I know it's coming up where she's going to tell him the truth. Like, yeah, we're not gonna be dating like that, or I mean, not like that, but not dating at all. But it's just like, dang, bro, that's just one part of me that makes me cringe. But it's not bad. That's the crazy part about it. It doesn't feel like it's forced. It doesn't feel forced to me. All right, so one more thing, bro. They are some hoes for what they did and talking about. So when Lil Gideon, bro, Gideon's a tweak and crash out, just like them gnomes. They both try to kill Dipper over over his sister. Bro, Mabel done had the weirdest people like come after the zombie boy. Oh, never mind. He ended up being announced. That's my fault. Gideon just doing like all that weird stuff. But when Gideon tried to get this little safe or whatever, Gideon tried to get the stuff from the Pine family, the paper. I feel like Dipper was so pissed. And I feel like that's a main problem with some guys is not knowing how to. I'm not saying no. Dipper had every right to be pissed. I'm talking about Uncle Stan on this point. Like, being harsh is what we always know. So I feel like coming up as a kid, sometimes it's really hard to understand why. And sometimes you really question it. Dipper was questioning it so many times. Like, he don't probably really care about me, so that's why he just didn't give a fuck. It's like, you're not being cool. And I understand where Dipper's coming from. It had to be annoying. I know it was just him being tough on him because that's how Uncle Stan raised him. But I was just like, man, I definitely understand where Dipper's coming from in that standpoint. But Bill Cipher, I know he's gonna play a major factor in season 2 because I remember a little bit of him. I just know he's really powerful at that because he was playing around with them. Because I think he probably could have really just got them off the map in episode 19 if we being for real. But like I was saying, they some trolls for what they did. So I went to go record the little message of when Gideon was summoning Bill, and they talking about, I think it was reverse message. I said, bro, are you serious? That shit had me cracking up. I'm like, bro, are they serious right now, bro? And then Gideon ended up winning. Bro, I was like, man, hell nah. I sat up for the whole last episode. It is crazy to me how blind they are. I understand they hate Stan because he the biggest scammer in the city, but how blind they are to Gideon. Like, nobody questions how much of a good guy this is, or he portrays himself. and how he knows everything about them. I'm like, bro, that is pretty weird. And the Pines family see right through, bro, because they knew he was weird, and the way he just interacted with them was just weird all the way around. But I really did like this last episode. There were so many things to talk about within this last episode alone. I'm pretty sure when it comes to Gideon, we'll definitely see him again. I think he's gonna summon Bill again. I think that's what's gonna happen. But I knew it. I knew Stan had something to do with this, because back earlier in the season, I can't remember which episode it was, but he was hiding. He did go under, what was it? Like under behind the vent machine. And now we seen what was behind there, and I got a theory of what he's gonna bring, because I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it for season 2 people that ain't watched yet. I mean, I know this is 10 years old, but still, if you ain't watched it, go watch it. Go watch it. I just had to come back and rewatch this just to remember what I forgot about, because I didn't fully watch this. There was so many things about this season that I really enjoyed. There's so many things that I didn't talk about, but Dipper standing up, growing a pair, of not needing a book, is such a huge factor. I love Dipper's growth as a character. One of my favorite things to see. And if you hear creaking, just know I'm walking around right now. I'm hot. I turned the AC and the fan off just for this. So if you hear my PlayStation, don't mind that. I'm looking at the episodes right now. But I just wanted to get this video out because I was supposed to record this Saturday night, but my throat ended up being sore and I couldn't talk. So, like, I feel like this is, but from besides the point, I feel like this was a really good season, but I think season 2 is what I'll be really looking into. We're gonna turn it up a notch, and I can't wait. I'm really geeked for this next season. I really love the dynamic between Dipper and Mabel, and I can't wait to see what Uncle Stan got planned next. All right, peace out, love y'all, bye.